I bought a Nintendo GameCube in 2024, and I'm gonna go broke because of it. When I was growing up, I had a Nintendo GameCube and a ton of games, but when I was in college, I stupidly sold them because I needed money for books. Now here I am, a little bit older, but still doing something stupid, and that is trying to rebuild my childhood GameCube collection, and right now, it's probably the dumbest time to do it. If you're not keeping up with the retro GameCube market, the prices are pretty high. I picked this GameCube up at a local game shop for $140. Now that's probably higher than you would pay on eBay, but I wanted the reassurance that this thing was actually going to work, and they also offered a warranty, plus I got to support a local game shop. For reference, the Nintendo GameCube launched for $199 back in 2001. Now, if you don't know, you also need a memory card if you want to save any progress of GameCube games, so I picked one of those up as well. I actually picked up a third-party one as well because the first-party one that I picked up actually had save files from back in the early 2000s, and I didn't want to delete them. I always thought it was cool that when you would pick up like a used Game Boy game or a DS game, you could see the progress that the previous owner had, and I never wanted to delete those files because I always thought it was awesome, so I did not want to delete the save files on this memory card, and it actually helped me out because they had a Super Smash Bros. Melee save file which had pretty much all of the characters already unlocked. You know, I didn't want to leave the GameCube on for like 20 hours so I could just get Mewtwo. The memory cards were pretty cheap. I think it was like 10 bucks each. Getting the system was one piece of it, but I had to get some games as well. Now, I didn't do any research beforehand, which was probably a bad idea because I didn't know how much Super Smash Bros. Melee was going for. I paid $70 for it, and looking at price charts now, that's probably a little bit high. It's going for $62, $63. But again, I got to support a local shop that was guaranteed to work. It was complete in box. I don't think it was that bad of a deal. Now that I'm a little bit more into this and I'm doing some research now, I think I definitely want to stick to complete in box collecting because if I'm spending this kind of money, why not just get the complete edition and in the best quality possible? I don't really see this going down in value anytime soon unless they release GameCube games on Nintendo Switch Online or release a remaster of Super Smash Bros. Melee or something, but that doesn't even mean that the value of these games will go down. Yeah, Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door took a hit in value because the remaster came out, but I was checking games like Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, and those still go for around retail price, and Twilight Princess actually is going for about $120 right now, complete in box. But if they were to release Twilight Princess HD or Wind Waker HD on the Nintendo Switch or whatever's next, I could see the value dropping, so I think I'm gonna wait on picking those games up. I do believe that the only way these games will really drop in value is if they are re-released as a remaster or a remake. I don't see the Nintendo Switch Online really affecting value of a physical Nintendo GameCube game if they release Super Smash Bros. Melee on Nintendo Switch Online. I don't think that's really going to affect the value of the physical GameCube game. I also looked at the Pikmin prices, which do have re-releases on the Nintendo Switch, and those values are still pretty high. Some of the more popular titles I picked up are Mario Kart Double Dash. I paid $70 for it. That's one of the best games in the Nintendo GameCube library, so I needed it for the collection. I also got Animal Crossing, which I paid $60 for. It's one of my favorite games from my childhood. A lot of great memories there, so I needed it for the collection. I picked up Star Fox Adventures for $55. I never had this game growing up, but I love Star Fox, so I wanted to pick it up. I played it a little bit, and it's awesome. I don't understand why people don't like this game. I think it's really cool that you could get out of the ship as Fox. Yeah, it controls like garbage, but it's a cool concept. I would really love to see them bring it back in a future entry. I got the Legend of Zelda promotional disc for $80. Don't ask me why I picked this up so far. I was looking for one of the Legend of Zelda games and I could not find them, so I wanted a Legend of Zelda game and I decided to pay $80 for a promo disc. It's cool though. Some of the other games that I picked up so far are just based on pure nostalgia. I loved them when I was a kid and I needed to get them again. The first one is Soul Calibur. I believe I paid $30 for this one, but Soul Calibur 2 with Link as the guest character was awesome to me. I played it a little bit when I got it home, and it's still phenomenal. I really wish Nintendo would do more stuff like this. If a new Soul Calibur game comes out, I hope it does. I don't know when the last one came out was, but put Link in it. That was awesome. I also picked up Beautiful Joe, and that was a series that I adored growing up, and it makes me kind of sad that it just died after the GameCube era. I think there's 2, maybe 3. There might have been one on a DS, but it's no longer around and it's not on modern consoles. So I would love for them to put a new entry or even just bring it to modern consoles so more people can experience it, because it's such a cool and unique game. I also picked up an X-Men Legends game that, if you don't know, is a precursor to the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games. There are 2 on the Nintendo GameCube. I haven't gotten the second one yet, but I definitely will, because I love those games. There are a lot of games that I still want to add to the collection. I'm having a little bit of difficulty finding some of them, and that's really on me, because I'm trying to avoid using eBay a lot, because there's just more opportunity to receive a product that doesn't work. Yeah, I know that could happen at a local shop as well, but I think it's just easier if it doesn't work, I could just take it back to them as opposed to going through all the return process with eBay. Another big obstacle that I'm facing is the prices. It's hard for me to spend this kind of money on games from 20 plus years ago. My holy grail games are really the Pokemon games. That's Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness and Pokemon Coliseum, and those games are ridiculously expensive. Gale of Darkness complete in box goes for upwards of $200. As much as I like Pokemon, pulling that trigger is really hard to swallow. I know I'll get it eventually, but it'll probably be for a special occasion like my birthday, or if this video gets 100 likes. I'm not even that upset about how expensive they are, it's just really tough for me to pull that trigger. Same with games like Twilight Princess, which goes for about 120 complete in box. That's a tough pill to swallow when you think that we're gonna get an updated version sometime soon. And those are just the games that I know about. I haven't even looked into the rarity of some of these GameCube games. I know there are games that are more expensive and more rare than Gale of Darkness. And again, I'll probably get them eventually, but it's gonna have to be for special occasions like my birthday, or this video gets 1,000 likes. But honestly, I'm really glad that I'm getting into collecting GameCube games. It just brings me back to my childhood, and every time I hit that power button, there's just a giant wave of nostalgia. I don't have much more to say about this right now. My collection's still pretty small, but it's growing. I'll definitely be doing some videos showing the games that I get. I've been posting shorts showing the updates in my collecting. I'll do some long form periodic updates. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.